All right, this section may be just a slightly bit longer, but what we're going to look at is working backwards. So we're given the graph, and we're going to try to write the equation for the graph. I will probably only go over one of these. And then the second one is, what if I have to graph it all on my own? All right, so let's look at this first one. We have 3 pieces. Sometimes the domain is easiest to look at first. So this piece, something happens at 2 and everything's smaller. So this particular piece is going to be x is less than 2 because it is an open circle. Open circle means not included. So not equal to sign underneath. I'll do some color changing here. The middle piece goes from 2 to 5 and it is constant. So x is between 2 and 5. That's how we write that. Are either of those equal to? Yes, the left-hand side is. Okay. And the last one here starts at 5 and goes on forever. So x is greater than or equal to 5. Please be careful on that one. I know it's going downhill. So for some people that gets a little confusing. But notice your x values are going up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's going up, not down. All right, so now we just have to write the equations of the lines. Okay, so going back to the pink one. That's a linear function. So y, here's your y, equals mx plus b. So b is the y-intercept, which is 5. And it looks like my slope is down 1 over 2. So negative 1/2. So for any number that's less than 2, it's on this line. Any number that is between 2 and 5, including 2, is a horizontal line. So a horizontal line is y equals 3. Because it's all happening where the y value is 3. And another negative slope. This one's tricky because looking at it right as it is, you don't know what the y-intercept is. So you can either draw yourself an imaginary line with that slope to figure out, oh, the y-intercept is 7. You can think about, since it's a slope of 1, negative 1, that whatever the x-intercept is, the y-intercept is. But either way, it is negative x plus 7. It is totally okay to write 7 minus x if that's what you prefer. All right. If you're feeling up to it, take a chance to pause this video right now. Try the right-hand side on your own. I am only going to leave the answers up. And then if you have any questions, feel free to message me. So again, pause the video here to try this one. Right? Hopefully you got that one right. You may have forgotten how a parabola graphs, so remember it was just a shift down 3, so that's minus 3 on the outside. All right, let's look at graphing quickly. Change up my colors here. Life's too short to not have fun colors. All right. So now we're looking at this as a lot of prior knowledge. So I'm hoping that the idea is sticking where I'm looking at each piece. So I know that piece number 1 is going to be somewhere here because it is less than or equal to -1. So where x is -1, that piece goes there. The second piece is between 1 or -1 and +4. So it will go in this box. And the last piece is everything that is bigger than 4. Now, you are welcome to graph these by hand, but they're going to require some transformations, and we haven't really got to transformations. We have a whole section on that. So what we can use instead is our Desmos activity. The Desmos app. And to me, it makes it much easier. You just have to figure out the notation. Okay? All right, so Desmos. And I'm going to type in each of those functions separately. So -1/2 x, oh, just kidding, there should be a parenthesis there, +4, and it was squared, and then +3. All right, to write my domain, I've got to find the symbol here. Here we go. You want a brace, and then you're going to put x is less than or equal to -1 and close the brace. Nope, just kidding. Hold on. Okay, so notice that it stops it there. All right, next one is 3 absolute value of x minus 2, arrow over, minus 4, and that one happens when x is between -1 and 4. And the last piece, x minus 6, and this one's actually cubed, plus 2. All right, so there are my 3 pieces. The only part that Desmos does not recognize is the ends, whether they're open or closed. Now, if you were to drag your finger over them and like follow the path, if it is an open circle, let me find one, these are. At the end, you will see that it's undefined, but it does not actually show it on the graph. There is a way around that if you would like. So if you want to put a point at -1, 5, and you want to label it, there is an option where is it setting? Yeah, settings, and the style is open. I also like to change it to match the color of that graph. So the other open point was at 4, 2. I want to label it. I'm going to hit edit, open it. I again want to change it to that same color. Then if you're feeling extra above and beyond, you are welcome to figure out what is the point at the end here. So -1, -1.5. And I'm going to leave that one like that because it is a filled in circle. And same with the green, 4, -6. I do want to label it. I am going to change it under settings to green so that it matches. And there is my piecewise function. So if I wanted to, I could screenshot this and put it in the notes instead of having to graph it myself. You will be able to use Desmos as well. Desmos is an app on your phone if you find that easier. If not, desmos.com will work as well. And then if you're on a school-issued Chromebook, there is the testing mode with Desmos in it, but I would still just suggest